Welcome everyone. Let's begin our lesson for today by going over the learning goals and success criteria. First, what are we learning? We're learning how to comprehend and utilize the inequality symbols, how to graph an inequality on a number line, how to graph a compound inequality on a number line, how to solve multi-step inequalities for a given variable, how to find the slope and y-intercept of a function from an equation, how to graph linear functions using slope and y-intercept, how to graph linear inequalities using slope and y-intercept, and how to use the correct line and shading for graphs of inequalities. How are we learning it? Through the Linear Inequalities MYP assessment assignment. When can we use this information? To determine which scores you can receive on your final exam that will allow you to pass the course, and to calculate the amount of money in a savings account. How do we know we learned it? By getting a score of 4 on the Linear Inequalities MYP assessment assignment. Now let's take a look at our agenda for today. We will begin by going over the learning goals and success criteria. While we do that, you'll submit your Linear Inequalities study guide. After that, I'll give you time to complete the Linear Inequalities MYP assessment assignment. The assignment is on Desmos. At the end of class, we'll go back over our learning goals and success criteria while you fill out your before you go. Your only homework for tonight is to work on any incomplete assignments that you may have.
Let's talk now about how to sign in to Desmos to complete your work. So what we're going to do is you're going to click on the link to go to the assignment, and it should take you to a page that looks kind of like this. And right here where it says sign in with Google, we're going to click there. And it's going to pop up with our email accounts. You're going to click on your school email account, and it should already have you logged in because you should have already been logged in using Google Classroom. From there, I'm just going to click start the activity, and it will take me into the assignment and allow me to begin. So that's how you will log in to Desmos using Google.
Let's take a look now at the Linear Inequalities MYP assessment assignment. Our assignment begins with the learning goals and success criteria. If we scroll down, there's a link here to take us to the Desmos assignment. Go ahead and click on that link. And it should take you to a page that looks like this. We'll go ahead and click Start the Activity. The activity begins with the learning goals and success criteria. We'll go ahead and click Next. There are instructions here. Basically what it says is you can use a calculator, round everything to 3 significant figures, meaning round to 3 decimal places, and then answer each of the questions fully. We'll go ahead and click Next. And now it gives us a series of inequalities that it wants us to solve. So we'll go ahead and solve each of these inequalities. So negative 4x plus 14 is less than or equal to 54. So we'll solve that, and we should end up with x is greater than or equal to negative 10 when we're done. And we'll go ahead and answer each of these questions and then click Next. Then we'll answer the questions about the Dodgers. So we'll write an inequality to represent the information given here. Then we change the scenario just slightly, so we'll write a new one. And then we're going to decide whether 18 games is enough for the Dodgers to make the playoffs. So you'll go ahead and answer that one as well. We'll do another similar one with planning a party. And then we'll click Next. Then on this side, we're going to look at some test scores that we've gotten throughout the year and see if we can achieve the grade that we desire and see what scores we need to get on our test to get there. So we'll do that for slide 6 and 7. And then when you're done with that, you'll go back to your Google form and click Next. This will take you to your before you go. Go ahead and fill out your before you go and then submit your work on Google Classroom.